Here with Kevin Schmidt, it's the Iowa Heartlanders and the Indy Fuel. We're here at first intermission on Mediacom MC22. And Kevin, some really good moments from the Heartlanders last night to hang on for a 4-3 win. What were some of your takeaways for the third straight win for the boys?
We started really strong. Obviously, we got out to a pretty good, shot advantage there in the first period. Down one goal early, but stuck to our game plan, played really hard, played really simple. Able to get a few goals later in the period, which is always nice. Come in with a two-goal lead, but we were playing the right way, playing low to high. Playing hard on the body, getting lots of pucks in, pucks out, and giving us lots of chances to be successful in the O-zone.
This isn't the first time this season that the Heartlanders, it feels like they score on a few shots in a row. It wasn't quite that, but to be able to, in a 5-minute span, go from down 1-0 to up 3-1, and then even a minute and a half later into the second, take a 4-1 lead. Those kind of game-defining moments, how have you noticed the team be able to take advantage of those this season?
I think it kind of maybe it ties into the way we want to play, and that's just kind of coming in waves, using all four lines. And when we're able to gain momentum and stay on top of teams, we're able to play a lot in the O-zone, stay out of our D zone. So, it's obviously advantageous to be able to score in bunches like that. But I think it's just because of our mentality of just coming at you hard consistently and coming in waves, and like yesterday is a good example of how those goals just kind of rolled in one after another for us.
Heartlanders have the same lineup today as yesterday, and at forward, that fourth line, Lincoln Earn and I kept on referring to it 5, 6, 7 times on the broadcast of the positivity, energy, and how they felt like they sparked the rest of the team with Nico Blatchman, Adam Goodsir, and Keenan Stewart gets rewarded for his first Heartlanders goal. What'd you think about the line for the Heartlanders last night?
Yeah, I think they were, really, really effective. All three of those guys stand out, but they're hard on the body. They were leading with really good sticks, and they're creating turnovers because of that. When you create turnovers, then obviously you get to go have fun in that O-zone, like I've mentioned before. But, they were working hard. Their stick details were really, really good, and they're just playing a simple, hard-bred hockey. And over time, you're able to create time and space when you play in the O-zone for that kind of time. And Keenan Stewart's goal is a good example of that. We go low to high, we get it, puck down low, and then Nico Blatchman's able to create some time and space for himself. He kind of drives behind the net, makes a really nice pass out to Keenan, and he finishes. So I thought from start to finish, they were probably one of our most effective lines.
Our player to watch on the broadcast today from the home side, pick one on each side, is Gavin Hain. First game back from the AHL last night. One of the things that you almost forget, little things of a player's game style, and he's good everywhere on the ice, but the way he plays the angles offensively and defensively. He had a few big blocks last night, spacing out with Matt Sopp offensively on the other side. What have you noticed about that aspect of his game?
His feet are really good. Obviously, he's a really big kid, and he has a nice size advantage. But he's such an explosive skater, so he is able to close time and space really effectively. And not to harp on the stick on puck, but he does take good angles. He closes really fast and leads with a good stick, and because of that, he does create a lot of turnovers. And we can pounce on it, playing with Will Calverley and Matthew Sopp, then, they're offensively, they can, kind of take over and grab a hold of a game. But it all starts because he works hard. He's a really strong, powerful skater, and he's very intelligent the way he uses his stick to create those turnovers.
We're talking to you after the first period here, but if the Heartlanders' first period against a team that just got in at 4:35 in the morning in Indy, how much is that magnified, knowing that there's a team in here where it's really not easy to come out and play with your head on fire when the sleep might be lacking just a little bit?
Yeah, it's something you want to obviously take advantage of. It is something, a real thing, getting in that late. From our perspective, we always want to start on time and make sure we're playing our brand of hockey right from the start of the puck, and hopefully carry that over for a full 60 minutes. But with that lack of sleep and travel, and you hope you're able to take advantage of that. And so it's something we'll kind of emphasize to make sure that we're really playing simple. We're just making them go play in the D zone. We're really on the body, and hopefully we can take advantage of that, get those turnovers, and spend a lot of time in the O-zone.
Last one I have for you about Indy, they've played 10 games this year where it's either been 1-0, 2-1, 3-0, 3 or fewer combined goals. Heartlanders played one of those games against them last time in overtime. So how important is it for the offense to not get discouraged when you know, hey, Indy just under half of their games, third of their games are these 1-0, 2-1 kind of contests.
Yeah, I think you know from the outright what kind of game it's going to be. They're a hard physical team. They don't give you anything for free. They defend really hard. They kind of play a similar game to us, so it's going to be a battle right from the start. So you can expect a close, low scoring game, and everything's going to be earned. And it's a credit to how hard they play and how good of a team they are. It's just something that we got to make sure that we match that intensity and obviously try to take it up a notch and are able to give it to them a little bit.
Assistant Coach Kevin Schmidt, thanks for a few minutes.
Thank you, David.
Absolutely. We'll continue our Iowa Heartlanders intermission coverage around the corner. This is Iowa Heartlanders Hockey on MediaCom, MC22.